Does raw food make you more spiritual? What does spirituality even mean? I think everybody has different definitions, different interpretations of the word spirituality. But for me, being spiritual means being in the flow. It means just going with the flow of life and not being so attached to things and not holding on to so many things, both emotionally and physically. It just means being on this planet and treading lightly. It means being aware of the synchronicities that occur in everyday life, being aware of all the miracles that happen, just being in awe and being fascinated with the way things are. To me, being spiritual is just about being connected with the high vibes. It's about not being a troll. It's about not succumbing to anger and hatred and jealousy and things like that. It's just about being aware that you can feel pretty damn good all the time and then feeling that good all the time. So first it's about awareness, and then it's about a practice. So spirituality is a practice. I don't think that many people, myself included, are as spiritual as they could be all the time, or at least aware that we are, but we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. It's not the other way around. We don't come out of the womb as these physical manifestations of consciousness and every now and then experience these spiritual experiences. It's the other way around. We come out as spiritual beings and we have this physical experience that we can have a lot of fun with. We can have a lot of fun with this physical experience. I also believe that spirituality is about the unity of humanity and the unity of all life. So I believe that spirituality is about being aware that we're all connected and that what you do to one thing affects everything. One thought affects everything. One action affects everything. And it affects things instantly. You may not be able to see it, or you may not be aware of it, but every time you stub your toe, or every time you trip and fall, or every time something falls and breaks, it's because of what's going on in here. It's mind over matter. Mind over matter. Meaning your mind is over top of the matter. So your mind is more powerful than the matter. Your mind controls the matter. Your mind creates matter. Your mind destroys matter. They say matter can either be created or destroyed. Your mind is what makes things seem like they're being created and seem like they're being destroyed. But of course everything's just in different vibrations. So when something actually gets destroyed, it's just being transmuted into a different energy field, into a different vibration, so you can't really see it. In the same way that a rainbow has all these different colors, you can't really see where one color ends and the other starts. They're all connected. So that's the same with water in a pot. You know, when it starts to boil, it's like at what point does the water stop becoming water where you can drink it and it starts becoming vapor? Or it's like at what point does rain become rain and no longer become part of the cloud? Or at what point does the ocean no longer become the ocean and becomes a cloud? It's just they're all in these different levels of vibration. Being aware of that and then living in line with that understanding allows you to be more spiritual. But if you're eating really crappy food, it's lowering your vibration. It's gonna be a lot harder to live in line with that and be in tune with your body and be in tune with your emotions and be in tune with these high vibes. The best way to get into a really high vibe is just to get really excited about something. Just to get really excited about something. And when you're eating raw food, to answer the question, does raw food make you more spiritual? I think it does, because I'm so excited to eat these mangoes. This mango right now, oh man, like this smile is no joke. This smile is no joke. This mango is no joke. This mango is out of control. I'm drooling right now. It is so sweet. It is so sweet. And so abundant. I can get these any day. It's not like they're limited. They're so cheap, like 30 cents each. Anyways, I'm so excited to eat them. And because I'm so excited, and then I go and eat them and I'm like enjoying it so much, I'm giving off this really good vibe, and everything around me is affected by that. So when you're in a really good vibe, good things happen. When you're in a really crappy vibe, everything's crappy. Everything's crappy. I was flying in a plane one time and I felt like puking, and everything, I looked around, I was up in the plane, just me and my friend, she was flying and she gave me the controls, I could fly. And then I gave her the controls back and she was flying, she was doing these tricks, and then I started to get really nauseous, and I looked out of the windows and I couldn't care less. I could care less about what was going on beneath us in the earth. I was just so nauseous. My state was, I was nauseated. I was about to puke. So she hands me her purse, she emptied all her stuff out of her purse. I puke in her purse. As soon as I puke, I feel good. I look out of the window again, and everything is so beautiful. Everything is so beautiful. Everything is so beautiful when you're in a good state. When you're in a bad state, everything sucks. So when you're eating fruit and you're excited to eat it and you're enjoying it so much, and you look around you and you think about everything, everything's awesome. You're just in the flow. You're in the moment. You know, a lot of people think spirituality is about being in the moment, and yeah, the moment, of course, is all we can ever experience. You know, when you think about the future and you think about experiencing the future, by the time you're actually experiencing it, you're going to be in that moment. It's going to be now. And when you think about the past and you experience the past in your head, these memories, you're only replaying them. You're only re-experiencing them right now. So when you're eating fruit, it's just so good that everything else like goes fuzzy, and you're just like so in love with the fruit that you're eating. You're so in love with the food you're eating. And it's not like that with other food. It's not like that with a big bowl of rice, or it's not like that with a plate of potatoes. You're not like, oh my god, like sweet heaven, these potatoes, this rice is so good, I'm gonna write a book about it. You know, but mangoes, it's just like people dedicate their lives to mangoes. They dedicate their lives to durian. Check out the year of durian. These guys fly around the world just to get the best durian. I'm drooling thinking about it right now. This Woodstock Fruit Festival, you know? Like, people go to great lengths just to share the bounty, to share the beauty, to share the joyousness of fruitarianism. It's just, it can make you more connected to these higher vibes, because it's just so enjoyable. It's so enjoyable. And if you're not enjoying the food you're eating, then, you know, 3-4 times a day, you're not gonna be enjoying life. And if you love the food you're eating, like I'm drooling right now just thinking about salivating, 5 or 6 times a day when you eat the meal, you're gonna be in a really good vibe, because you're gonna be like, oh, I'm so stoked to eat this. So, does raw food make you more spiritual? I think it does. I think it does, because you're just so much more in line with these higher vibes when you're eating them, when you're eating the food. So anyways, that's my take on it. Love to hear the comments down below. Of course, I know fruitarians who are mentally just not there. I know fruitarians who are also like, they're kind of negative a lot of times. So fruitarianism is just one spoke of the wheel. Of course, you gotta get your rest, you gotta be moving your body, you gotta be thinking beautiful thoughts, you gotta be feeding your mind as well as your mouth. And it's a practice, like I said, it's a practice. So with any sort of practice, some people will get better than others in a shorter amount of time. But the moment you have a really good meal of fruit, in that moment, you just know that you're connected to something higher. You know you're connected to something higher. As opposed to you grab a chocolate bar and you peel it and you eat it. It's just, it's not the same. It's not the same. Anyways, I'm gonna eat this mango now. It's asking for me. It's looking at me. And I can't stop thinking about it. See ya, peace.